These 10 riddles might seem easy, but most of them can crack your brain. After each puzzle, you will have 10 seconds to figure out the correct answer. However, if you need more time, feel free to pause the video. Our brain is like a muscle, it also needs training to be sharp. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Now you won't miss new videos from Smart Alien. Are you ready? Let's start! Number 1. Look at this picture attentively and determine what is wrong here. Write your version in the comments below. If you paid enough attention, you found the contradiction in the man's reflection in the mirror. He stands with his back to the mirror. It means that we should see his back in the mirror, not his face. If you solve this riddle, click the like button. Let's go on! Number 2. In January, one house in the village was burglarized. The neighbor told the police that he had heard strange sounds from his neighbor's house and gone to check. He'd come to the house, breathed on the icy window glass to unfreeze it, and noticed signs of burglary inside the house. Unfortunately, he didn't see any burglars. After the neighbor had made his statement, the police arrested him. Why? Correct answer. The neighbor said that he had breathed on the frosted window and noticed signs of burglary inside the house. But that is against of the laws of physics. In winter, windows are only icy inside the house, not the outside. This means that the neighbor lied. Number 3. A traveler exploring the South Pole finds himself in an ice cave, from which there are only 3 exits. Behind the first exit, a huge hungry polar bear is waiting. Behind the second exit is fragile ice that will not support a man's weight. The explorer will fall into ice-cold water. Behind the third exit is a poisonous gas that comes from volcano under the ice. One breath of this gas will kill any living creature. Which exit should the traveler choose if he is to survive? This was a tricky riddle. The explorer is at the South Pole, and polar bears live only at the North Pole, so the first exit is perfectly safe. Number 4. Look at this picture and answer. Which of these characters is the odd one out? Number 5. The old father of the 3 sons wanted to leave all his money to the most intelligent of his children. So he called his 3 sons, gave each of them $100, and told them to buy something that would fill the whole room. The first son bought a pack of paper and crumpled each of the sheets, but they weren't enough to fill the whole room. The second bought sawdust, but it was also not enough. As a result, all the money went to the third son. What did the third son buy? The third son was the smartest and realized that it was impossible to buy something for $100 that could fill the whole room. So he just bought a candle, lit it, and the candlelight filled the room. Number 6. John got into trouble with the local mafia. Now they are trying to send assassins to kill him. John decided not to stay at home and spend some time at the hotel. He chose an expensive hotel that was well guarded. He locked himself in his room. A few hours later, a man knocked on the door and introduced himself as a hotel employee. John opened the door. When he saw the man, he was frightened and immediately jumped out of the window. Luckily, John's room was on the first floor, and he was not injured. The question is, what was John scared of? When John checked into the hotel, he noticed that all the employees wore the same uniform. However, the man who knocked on the door wore a different suit. John immediately realized that it was the killer who was sent by the mafia. Number 7. And now you're going to answer a few short children's puzzles that could stump most adults. Number 8. You're locked in an enchanted house, from which there are only 3 ways out. Behind the first exit, you will meet a vampire. Behind the second exit, you will find a werewolf. Behind the third exit is a zombie. The most challenging thing in this situation is that you don't know exactly which of these creatures is behind which door. You have to choose at random. You have 3 tools from which to choose. There is a gun with silver bullets, an axe, and a torch. You can take only 1 tool with you. Which one will you choose? Well, if you take the gun with silver bullets, it will not help you to cope with the zombies. If you take the axe, it will not help you to cope with the vampire, because vampires can fly. Only the torch can defeat all the creatures. With it, you can choose any of the doors. Number 9. Mary is making peach jam. She puts all the peeled and cut peaches and begins to crush them. Suddenly, Mary remembers that she has to add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice for every 5 peaches. However, she doesn't remember how many peaches are in the bowl. What should she do? Mary should count the seeds from the peaches that she has used, so that she can add the right amount of lemon juice. Number 10. A wife suspects that her husband is cheating on her, but she has no proof. She hires a private investigator to follow her husband. During the week, he follows the man and takes photos, and then he shows all the pictures to the man's wife. She looks at them and immediately realizes that her husband is cheating on her. How does she know? If you look carefully at the photos, you can see one detail. The man has a second phone, so his wife realizes that he is definitely hiding something. How many riddles did you solve? Tell us in the comment section below. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends.